This video is going to cover pretty much everything that we've done in the previous week in in-person classes. So if you've missed a lesson, this is a great way of keeping up. For anyone else, this is always good information. As usual, we're going to begin with a little bit of qigong, just to bring the mind and body into the Tai Chi space. So you can start with your feet shoulder width apart, or you can go much wider, doesn't matter for the qigong. You get a nice stretch the wider and the deeper you go. Of course, only go to your level. So as we rise and then sink, keeping the body and the chest upright like you would in a squat, and only going as far as is comfortable for you and that you're not bending forwards. We're going to start with a breathing regulation. In the hot weather in the classes, we've not been doing deep breathing with this, but if you're in a nice cool environment and you're happy with your surroundings, then you'll be doing a nice deep breath on the way up, and a deep breath out on the way down. Breathing in and out. Push out the knees so they stay in line with your toes. And as you sink down, push the bum back as though you're sitting on a chair. And you're breathing deep into the belly, pushing it down from the chest. Opening the chest. Breathing in and breathing out to contract. In to expand. Out to contract. Sometimes if you're not used to doing very deep breathing into the belly, you might find yourself a little bit lightheaded. So obviously go back into natural breathing if that happens. Separate heaven and earth. Breathing in to bring the hands in a circle to the shoulders. Breathing out, push one palm up, one palm down. Breathing in, circle back to the shoulders. Breathing out, opposite way round. As you sink down, don't lean the body across. Keep the body nice and straight. And some cloud hands. So on your left side, hug a tree with the right hand on top. Then turn the waist, move the weight across. Swap the hands at the end. Turn the waist, move the weight. And both hands move the tree. can add breathing into this one as well. And as you are going to the right, you're breathing in. And as you're going to the left, you're breathing out. So I'm showing this as mirrored at the moment. Don't over-rotate at the end of your cloud hands. Nice and relaxed, yin at the top of the body. Pushing through the feet, yang at the bottom. And I'm going to come back to the center for sinking the chi. Stretching all the way out and up, and then pushing down. If you have any shoulder, rotator cuff, or anything like that, injuries, then only bring the hands as high as the shoulders and push down from there. So you're breathing in on the way up. And out on the way down. And we're going to do one more of those. So now today's lesson, or last week's lessons, were using part the horse's mane and repulse the monkey to show the connection of body movement with the movement of the hands. So one of the principles of Tai Chi is that all of the body works as one. So the feet work with the waist, with the hands, and everything moves, starts and finishes the movement at the same time. There is also a connection between the internal and the external, so your mind and your body. We're going to start in a left bow stance. That's left foot forward, 60% of the weight forward, front toes facing forward, back toes facing the corner, 45 degrees roughly, might be a bit less, especially for women, and feet are shoulder width apart. So if I step my foot straight back and then straight forward, you'll see that they're still shoulder width apart. The left hand is in front, palm up, in line with the shoulder, and the right hand is sitting in front of the hip. So you're going to move the weight back and rotate. So this rotation is controlled by the waist. So remember, you're controlling the waist, rooting the feet. So as you turn the waist, your waist turning also moves the shoulders. So your hands move across. It also moves your foot to the corner. So your whole body ends up facing the corner. At the same time, you're also going to rotate, but you need to try and think of this as coming from the whole forearm rather than just turning the hands. It's not just turning the hands, you're rotating the whole forearm. You're connecting this as one item, not three separate areas. So again, from the weight forward, you're going to move the weight back, rotate. So it's everything at the same time, and everything starts and finishes at the same time. So as you rotate, the rotation of the palms finish with the rotation of the body, and the foot. Move the weight forward and step through with the right foot on the heel. So you're keeping the weight back. Then as you move the weight forward, you'll split the hands, right up, left down, and you're trying to finish your hand movement at the same time as your body movement. So I'm going to show you this from the side because you might not be able to see it too well from the front. So if I do my part the horse's mane again, I'm going to move the weight back, rotate, everything starts and finishes together, move the weight forward and step through, the weight stays back, and then I'll move the weight forwards, open the hands, and you'll see these start and finish at the same time. And just to show that, I have added a little bit of fudging, a little bit of force at the end, just to show this stopping at the same time motion. There. We're now in a right part the horse's mane. And now we're going to do the same, but we're going to go back. Now we've got to keep the weight on the back foot because repulse the monkey is in empty stance. There is again a lot of coordination. And as you're bringing this left hand to the shoulder, imagine it's attached to the toes with a string. So when you lift your string, your toes come up. Not that quickly, obviously. So you're going to move this hand out, slowly move the weight back so that you can lift the toes. Slowly step back as this hand comes in towards the shoulder, and then as this foot hits the floor, so it'll be your right foot if you're mirroring, and this hand hits the shoulder, these happen at the same time. Then you move the weight back, forward and back with the hands, turn the front foot, and these also finish at the same time. So again, I'm going to show you from the side. So we've got out part the horse's mane, and then we're going to go into the repulse the monkey, foot and hand touch at the same time, move the weight back, turn the front foot, and these also finish at the same time. Now the second time you do this, you won't be in part the horse's mane. So what you'll need to do is also rotate the front palm. Now this rotation doesn't have very far to go. So this rotation is much slower than the hand that's coming out towards the shoulder. So that when foot hits floor, hand hits shoulder, the palm is now up. Move the weight back, swap the hands. Turn the front foot, and then try and get these to finish at the same time. This has been a really difficult concept across the classes, and it's definitely fun to really work on getting these, being really honest with yourself and getting these movements to finish at the same time. Now the thing to this is that sometimes you can feel that you're still moving internally, but it may not show on the outside. For those classes that are learning long form then, which is most of them, we were doing the first 4 movements of the section 1. Most classes are on the first 4 movements of section 1. Some are a little bit in front, some are a little bit behind. But we was adding that concept on to doing the form. We were also using the coordination points that I've added in for Grasser Bird's Tail and the single whip. We're not up to the brush knee push. Most classes aren't up to the brush knee push yet, so we're not going to add that in today. I am going to do it from the back so that you can follow me. It does mean that you won't know what my hands are doing necessarily all the time, but I'll be going the same direction as you. Obviously, if you're normally in a class, you'll know what my hands are doing. And if not, there are other videos at the beginning part of this section 1 that will show you what I'm doing with the hands. So we're going to start with our feet shoulder width apart. Remember, this is a very tight, a very strict shoulder width apart, not shoulder width apart there. And we're beginning with the fingertips lightly touching the top of the legs. We are rounding the Chest, we have suspension from the crown, relaxed shoulders. Sinking the chest can help with the relaxation of the shoulders and also opens up the abdomen for deep breathing, or breathing into the belly. For the commencing form, you're going to roll the hands around the front, keeping the palms facing the thighs. Slowly lift as though being lifted by strings. And then sink the elbows. Slightly sink into the knees. Don't go down too far, otherwise you're going to bob up when you do your ward off. Move the weight left. Turn the right toes. Remember, this is being controlled by the waist. You can start to bring that right hand around. Move the weight across to the right. And you want to finish making your ball by the time your weight is fully on that right foot. Step straight forward with the left. Ward off, moving the weight forward. And once the foot is fully flat, you can do your rotation and extend that left hand towards 3 o'clock. Kind of the same distance as a push. So if you rotated your hand, that would be a push. Now you're going to move the weight back. From the waist, turn, left toes, rotate palms. The rotation of foot and palms or forearms usually happens at the same time. Move the weight into the left. Step with the right foot, keep that shoulder width apart. Move the weight forward, ward off. Again, just trying to get this hand movement to finish with the body movement forward. So that's number 1. 2 is the grab for the loo movement. Don't overreach over here, just in line with the knee. 3, roll back, turn the waist, and you end up with ward off again on your right hand. 4 is connect and center, keep the weight back. 5, press forwards. 6, open. 7, roll back. 8, push. Then the single whip. There is a video on the coordination for the single whip as well. So 1 is move weight back, turn. 2 is move weight back, ball of foot, push down. 3, hook, ward off, step across. Again, starting, finishing all at the same time. 4, deflect, toes go down, weight moves forward very slightly. 5, push forward, turn the back foot. We'll just add the raise hand step forward because many of the classes have done this. Move weight back. Again, rotating from the waist. Left toes, left corner. Move the weight left, bring the hands through the middle. And this works with that right leg. Stepping forward, the hands move forward at the same time as the right leg, and you can slightly push that right hip forwards. Good, we're going to do that one more time, except this time I'm just going to give you the numbers, a little bit less explanation, and we'll try and make it flow a little bit better. So from the commencing form, make sure you have your body alignment first, and commencing form. Ward off left. Right, grasp the bird's tail. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Single whip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Raise hand, step forwards. Excellent. So keep practicing that connection between the limbs, body, mind, body, and you will eventually really, really improve your entire Tai Chi. So if you've done short form as well, remember that all of these techniques also can work very well and improve your short form, especially things like the coordination in the single whip. Add this to body movement, connecting with the limbs in short form, and you will end up with a very, very good form. To finish the lesson off, we're going to do a little bit of finishing qigong, which I use as a nice relaxation at the end of each lesson. As per the qigong at the beginning, you can go as wide or as narrow as you like. If you're not as fit, I would suggest going narrower for the time being and not as low or as deep. Breathing regulation first. So again, keeping the body up, not bending forwards. Breathing in on the way up. Out on the way down. And only sinking to a level that you are comfortable with. If you're younger, you might be able to sink lower than me. And if you're older, you might not want to go as low. And that's absolutely fine. And calming the chi. Breathing in to go up. Breathing out to push down. Really feel as though you're scooping and lifting a ball. Pushing it down. Settling the energy back into your center. And then bringing the hands to the dantian, just below the belly button. You can bring the legs in a little bit for this. You can even sit down if you want. And just a few moments of relaxed breathing and empty mind. And we're going to take one nice big clearing breath in. And back out. This week, see how many other ways you can find to connect the body and the mind and have everything working as one. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.